It's not that Gen Z don't have work ethic. It's that the nature, the structure, and the reward of that work is changing, and they are changing right along with it. So the notion that Gen Z don't have work ethic, absolutely miss me with that. 60% of business leaders have dismissed Gen Z hires shortly after onboarding, citing issues with lack of motivation, poor communication skills, and unprofessionalism, all warranted to dismiss someone. Now, 95% of Gen Z seek jobs with purpose, beyond just earning a paycheck, with many willing to take a pay cut for meaningful work. I'll end it there with what young people feel are their most important things as regards to their work ethic. They look for workplaces that offer work-life balance and respect. They're more likely to speak up about toxic environments and advocate for mental well-being, challenging traditional workplace norms. So the notion that Gen Z don't have work ethic, absolutely miss me with that.
So you've listened to what Mariam Bishar is talking about. Is it Fixing the Nation, the new show with Janet Bogwa and Eric Latif? Now, they've gone on about this, how Gen Z is not lazy, how Gen Z is this or that. They just have this more awareness of either workplace, work-life balance. I don't know what. Okay, let me be real with you people so that we cut all the Western woke nonsense that she's spewing, because that's unfortunately for NTV, they've remained an NGO station where they're just paid to spew this nonsense. I think this Mariam is confused about which country she lives. I think she's from a privileged background, so she doesn't understand that majority of the people are very poor and there are no jobs. People are graduating, no jobs. And you still want to layer that with your attitude and your entitlement, because that's what it is. All of us have had to do extremely hard jobs we don't like for long, laborious hours. You don't want to do it, fine. But don't expect anything. Don't expect any kind of pay. Don't expect any loyalty from anyone. Don't expect anything, because it seems right now, because a lot of organizations, NGOs, have taken to pander to the Gen Z for political reasons, they now forget actual real life what's going on out here. I run a small setup here, a small studio. I can't hire a Gen Z. I've tried. What I've done is I've lost lenses. Work has not been done. People have not shown up on a Sunday shoot because walikuwa happy. In fact, I watched another video where Gen Z are being asked this in the university, saying, "Oh, najua Friday ni siku ya happy." I don't give a fuck. You go and have happy. I don't need you. And I think there's this arrogance. You think you're so required. You're not. 80% of my tasks have been assigned to on data collection, doing admin work in the office, in the studio. It's been given to AI. I don't need any arrogant, lazy bums who are trying to layer Western ideological dispensations so that they don't get to do as much as anyone else but receive the highest pay somehow. At a work-life balance, you have your work-life balance. I mean, that's your right. Just don't expect more than the person who's decided, no, I'm going to work longer and harder. Yes, you're saying something about, there was that we did everything right and we didn't get the result. Unfortunately, she's also misleading you. First of all, most Gen Zs have not done most things right. Well, from our side, you go to college, you do what? There's a lot of ignorance about the kind of work that's available out here and what we should have been thinking. That is also a shortcoming of every generation, but they keep on building. All these things you are using right now, all these phones, internet, social media, it's our generation that created that. What are you talking about? The stuff that's allowing you to parrot, madam. You are very young. You don't really understand much except the arrogance of trying to posture. The way Westerners have taught you with their activism. That's why you lose every single time, because you think you're smarter than you are. Even as you are young, we were manipulated by you. And also we are given that file. We are going to change. You're going to do shit. You don't know how to do anything. What have you built? You work for NTV. Try not show up for that work on the time they tell you. Try unless you have a godfather in there. Try and not show up and see what happens to you. Like, why are people pretending here? Stop listening to people who don't have needs. She doesn't have any needs. Most of you Gen Z guys, by the way, you're not ready for work and to build things the way you're being pandered to. Just do your own self-assessment and see where you're at. What have you built? As much as you want to post about new age, new ways of thinking, you didn't come up with those new ways of thinking. We did. Do you know why we did that? Let me tell you a secret. It's to make you less efficient. So it's easy to replace you with AI because it's right here. And you're being pandered to by people like this and you listen? Don't be naive. This world is extremely difficult despite your hashtags and everything else. It's not all your protests and all your woke garbage and all nobody cares. Nobody cares. Even the people who are pandering to the NGOs, they don't care. They're doing it to make money. They've realized emotional manipulation is quite easy to get through. A lot of people who don't have the acumen. That you'll be told some feel-good stuff and you'll take it to heart and you'll go ruin your life. Because you think you deserve things more than others because you are young. Oh my goodness. The arrogance makes me want to spit. Really, it's because I've seen so many people I've seen even young people just really work hard, try to build out, and then they are met with this narrative by these such people. And then they realize, no, actually, I deserve this. Then they start applying less. They start working less. They start learning less. Because somehow they feel they're entitled to a work-life balance and all these pseudo things that have been layered on top of actual work. If Elon Musk can sleep for 4 or 5 hours, why are you sleeping for 8-10 hours? Why? What do you have that you have to sleep for that long? Why you don't have the sense to realize that a lot of people who actually have a lot of wealth in this world, forget Kenya, as it's thieves and wash motherfuckers who don't work. But a lot of the people that whose products you use every day, they do not sleep regular hours, 8 hours, I need to go and serereka. Maybe you are just that basic. I mean, I understand. Maybe you just need that 1,000, 2,000, the life is good, as long as that's available, you can have your Mogoka and your Makali. Now, when they're happy, I don't know why you people think that's so important. I did happy for what? 10 years? Never gained a damn thing. Now imagine me after those 10 years, I'm still continuing into my 40s to have happy. Like a lot of people are doing. Wasting money, wasting resources, wasting time. And making yourself less efficient, less sharp. I've had this argument for such a long time. I thought I would have to speak about it because you're being lied to, Gen Z. You are lied to about your protests and your all this. The activists and the politicians and the media are using you for content, my friend, and to make money. That's just what it is. And in as much as you want to act like you're trying to change the world, you won't change the world if the people in power don't want you. My age and above. If we don't want you to change anything, we will not allow you to change anything because you don't have the power to overcome us. Even when you think you're on the streets, you know who's organizing those protests? Don't be manipulated. This they work. NTV Works is a media house that is closing down very quickly. They've closed on a lot of their initial projects. Their budgets are down. They're trying to resuscitate it with shows like this, trying to do podcasts like content for their channels. That's why they have to pander to you like this lady's pandering to Gen Z so that you can come there for the feel good. Every now and then when you feel useless, you come, she tells you some empty words and you feel good about yourself. NTV is an NGO run station. They are there to pander so that they can make money off you. They're not here to change your life and tell you about how your problems will be solved because the NGO is involved or these nice words, this work-life balance, toxic environment. Those words have come, Toxic environment ni wewe. You guys are the ones who cause the toxic environment. You're extremely arrogant, many of you, as you haven't done shit, but you're so arrogant. Why are you arrogant over? I'm really, really perturbed. But it's the attitude these days. For me, I say it and move on, because for me, I follow the rules that make sure that you can succeed. There's no excuses. I do not beg or cry victim. Nah, I just do. I'll speak about it, but I just do things. I do not pander to people so they like me more. It's absolutely nonsensical. I'll never do it, because it's dishonest behavior. It's lying. And that's what they're doing to you. And you need to wake up to it. All right? Otherwise, do the necessary. You can follow, share, like, all those things everywhere.